Welcome to the BuzzHive Quick Start video. Hopefully this video will be super quick in getting you started with your new website. We are going to be using this one template, but this works, everything that we're going to show you right now works the exact same on all of the websites built in the BuzzHive system. So let's just get started. Obviously, you're looking at your site, it's beautiful, you love it, but now you need to start getting your own content here. All these placeholder areas with this Latin text needs to be updated. The images need to be updated. The content needs to be all about you on every page. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to your dashboard. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your URL, your website address. So if this is joesboutique.com, we're going to go to joesboutique.com/dashboard. So that's what we're going to do right here is we are just going to go to buzzhivestaging.com/vintage boutique, which is our current URL, /dashboard. So as we log in, we're going to come to the login screen. And we're going to log in. If you don't remember your password or are having problems logging in, you can click lost your password, and there's a whole system that will email you the steps to update your password or retrieve it, whatever you need to do. You'll come to your dashboard. There will be all kinds of just top kind of information. If you're using the site to sell online, you'll see kind of an overview of what you're selling. You'll see all kinds of information. You'll see form data. If people have been filling out the forms on your site, you'll be able to see that activity. You don't even have a form yet, but we're going to show you exactly how to get started with that. So one other quick thing before we even get started is you'll notice this whole bar up at the top. Once you're logged into the site, you can go and visit the site, and when you are logged in as the administrator, you will see that when you are looking at your site so that you can quickly edit and manage the site. This is a very useful tool. It will show you everything quickly, where you can manage some global things inside the dashboard, but then you can also create a new post, add new media, create a new page, project, all kinds of things that are inside your dashboard, all from the front of the site. You can edit this page. We're going to look at that in just a second. You can edit it by going to the backend editor, or you can enable the visual builder and edit it as you're looking at it, which is what we're primarily going to focus on today. Then you can also copy this page. If you like this page and you want to create a similar page with the same basic layout, but you want to add new content, you can copy that to a new draft here as well. Also over here, you can go to edit your profile, which will allow you to add more information about you or change your password, update all of that kind of information as well. So let's look at editing the page. You'll notice that all of these pages are created by a bunch of different sections and rows and columns, and each bit of functionality or each bit of content is what we call a module. So let's kind of look at how that page is laid out, how this particular page is laid out. If we go to edit page, it's going to open up the back end editor on the side. The way you get to that, when you are in your dashboard, you'll come over here to this menu on the left side, and under pages, you can go to all pages. You'll see a full list of all the pages that we already have created for you, and you'll see that this home page is set up in blue sections with green rows, and each one of these rows is set up into different columns. Each one of these gray sections is a module. So when you're editing the page, you can add a row, and you can choose any kind of layout that we have here. Let's just say we want to do a 4-column layout here. Then all you need to do is start adding modules. These modules are all the different kinds of functionality or content types that you can put into the site. So you could add an image. When you add this image, you're going to upload the image. You can either upload it from your computer, or you might already have something inside the media library like we have here. So let's just say we want this guy to be our picture. We can add that. Then we have all kinds of design options. So we can make sure that it's centered. There's all kinds of tweaks that you can do here. You can add drop shadows, all kinds of different things. You can save that. Now you could duplicate that because maybe you want to do 4 images all the way across. Well, we wanted that same drop shadow, so we're going to add this image as well. And so it just duplicated it right there. Now, we don't want to get confused by these images. So another great feature inside this module is that you can give a specific title for this so that you can know exactly what you're looking at, since you can't really see what the content is in these modules. You can also move these modules. You can copy them like we already did and move them around however you want. You can also say, you know what, I really wanted this whole row to be first. Then you can move that whole row. Or maybe you wanted this whole section to be second because you want this other item here. You can do every bit of that. So these sections, I'm going to refresh this page and not save any of these. We're going to leave the page. I don't want to save any of those edits. I just kind of wanted to show quickly how that can be updated. So let's go back to the page. If you enable the visual builder, you'll be able to change the content right on the front of the site as you're using it. So as you hover over each section or row or column or module, you'll see that you get the same colors and the same tools, except for now you're able to see your changes in real time. So as we hover over this blue section, you'll see that that is the same as this blue section here. We've got one section with a row that's split into two columns, which is what we have here. So here's our section, here's our row, and then we've got two columns of different content. When you go and click on the gear, you can see that the settings for this module come up. So here's the image. You could delete this image and choose a new one. You could go ahead and go to the design area, go to the box shadow, and add the drop shadow right there if you wanted to do that. There are also animation things that you can do here. That this image currently slides in when the page loads, but if you didn't want it to do that, you could have it where it rolled in. We'll keep it at sliding in because we like the way that looks. So you'll see that the settings are all over here on the left side and the website is moved over to the right. And you can actually update that as well and change the way this whole layout is. So you can move this around, you can make it smaller, you can make it larger, whatever it is you want to do. So each module, whether it's an image or text or if it's a button, gives you all kinds of different functionality. So you can make this small, move it around because you can't see the edits you're making. But this button, let's see, if we wanted to say, instead of shop now, we wanted to say buy now. We just change it like that. There's the link to go exactly where you want it to go. Do you want it to open in the same window or in a new tab? Then you get to the design and you start just making changes, whatever you want that to look like. So each module has its own set of settings. In the same way, we've got a 3-column section right here. We can update that by, instead of maybe we just want this to be a stack of this 1, 2, and 3, we can turn this into a 1 column and everything will stack right like that. We'll put that back to 3 and all the content will stay in that 1 column because we moved everything around, or you can drag it over and put it exactly where you want it on the site. So you can move all of those pieces one by one. These trending products is just another module that you can edit, and you can change in the sections. Maybe you don't want this background to be this gray color, or maybe you do want it to be gray, but now you want it gray plus a darker gradient on there. So we can go in and choose the first color as whatever gray color we want, and then choose a second color. Instead of being green, we're going to make it, let's make it white, and it'll be kind of a fade to nothing. We can update that just like that, and now you've got the fade over the other gray color you already had. So we can continue to do more and more on that. You can also choose a background image if you wanted this full section to have a background image. Let's just say, let's choose a large image here. Not that, here we go. Choose a large image like this. It's not as large as I want it to be, but that'll be fine. But you can use it for a full background image. We're going to get rid of that. You can also use videos. You can upload a video or use a video URL from YouTube or Vimeo or the like. Use that as your background for any section, which is a great tool. All of these changes can be made right in here. Once you're done, you can do, if you're on a Mac computer, you can do Command S to save your changes, or on a Windows computer, Control S to save, or you've got this whole toolbar right here at the bottom, and you can save the changes by clicking Save right there. Your changes will not be live until you click Save, so this is a very important piece for you. Another great tool that we have here when you open this up is that you can see what this is going to look like on a mobile device. So you'll be able to see what the changes that you make look like on a mobile device, which is a great tool, because sometimes when you're designing just for a desktop, it may not convert well on a mobile device. But as you start making changes here, it's only going to make these changes in the mobile arena. So if you change font size or text size, it's only going to change it in the mobile and the smartphone arena, depending on what you have chosen there. So this is the visual front end builder. Once you're done with that, we're going to exit the visual builder. I'm going to discard any of those changes just because I wanted to keep this the way we had it, but you saw that movement there and how that was editable all on the visual builder. So you can make these changes in either place in the visual builder or in the back end on the page. For us, it's easier on the front end because we can see exactly what we're doing, so we think that will probably work well for you as well. As we continue to look at the dashboard, there are a couple of other places that we want to look at quickly. You've got your pages. You also have posts. So all of these posts will be your blog post. So if you go to the site, let's go and look down at your blog section just on the home page. You'll see that there's a preview to these blog posts. So this sample 1, 2, and 3 that we have, these are our posts that we have here. You can edit these just with straight text or images right inside of here. You can also turn on the builder if you'd like to do that as well to make your posts more interesting. The featured image down here on the right side is what shows this image right here. If you were to go to the blog page that you have, it's the same content that you have in that one section on the home page. So as you add or create new blog posts, they will show in those sections, but you can also categorize them in as many different categories as you want. We've got fuller documentation on how to create blog posts and how to categorize them, but they're different from pages because you can categorize them and they will auto-populate in those blog areas. Your media library, anytime you are editing on a page or updating content or uploading images from your computer, you can do that directly on the page, or you can come and upload a lot of images that you already have just so that you can have your whole library full. This can be images, documents, PDFs, any kind of file that you need to link to either for content or to share with others. You may have a PDF that you want people to be able to download. You can get that link right inside of the media library. So if you wanted to share, let's say this was a document you wanted to share, you could go and copy this link and paste it and use it either on your site or use it in an email or anything like that. So you'll be able to upload all of your files right here. A high-end premium form system. If you go to forms, you can create one. These forms give you all kinds of great functionality. There's a lot of standard fields here that you can create full questionnaires, quizzes, information. You can allow people to upload files. You can make sure that people are sending in verified information like a proper email, all of that kind of thing. There's just all kinds of functionality. You can accept payments through your forms. There is a form module inside of the builder, so you can add a form that way, and on any page you can use that form builder. But if you need something more fuller, you can use this form system right here. But we've added this so that you have limitless options. The other form works wonderful for basic contact, but this will give you every tool you ever needed in a form. So then you come down to the pages. We already talked about editing pages, but you can see your full list of pages right here that we've created on your site for you. You can add new pages. You can clone a certain page that you like, and you can start from something that we've created, or start something from scratch and start building however you want to there, or edit all the pages that we already have there for you. Comments are related to your posts. So if you are creating content and you are allowing people to have that conversation with you online, you can manage those right here. Projects, you can create a portfolio of different items that you want. You can look at those more closely. WooCommerce, there are multiple videos that we have on using WooCommerce, but WooCommerce is your online store. And so you can see any orders that you've made. You can create coupons. You can look at all the settings for shipping, tax, or your payment processor, anything like that. Related to WooCommerce, you can look at all of your products. We have a lot of sample products set up in the store, but these work just like a page, just like a post. You give it a title, you give it a description, and then there are some product specific areas that you're going to fill out, like the price, inventory, shipping, linked products, attributes. You can create products that are just as simple, this is exactly how it comes, or you can create different kinds of variable products that have different colors, different sizes, different whatever. So there's a lot to the store right here. Again, we have documentation all on that. Then we've got some general functionality and design pieces after the store here. We've got, you can optimize some of the global colors and changes right here through the customize portion of the site. We also have this is a very important piece here. We have Divi training. So the whole builder, there is all kinds of additional training that we have here for learning how to use the builder. Learning how to, there's a video for each module. There is all kinds of advanced functionality you can do to create very custom layouts inside of the site that we've given you, or to understand better the pages that we've already created for you. All of that is right here under this Divi training. The next section we have here are apps, and this is changing and growing every single solitary day. We are constantly giving new functionality to the site, but we have all kinds of functionality that you can turn on right inside of the dashboard. So we have the events calendar that you can turn on. We have membership functionality that you can turn on. We've got a lot of extra pieces for WooCommerce. If you want to use Square as your payment processor, or Stripe, those are built in. You can turn those on. Right now, we have PayPal turned on for WooCommerce in this template, but you've got all kinds of different things that you can turn on inside of the site. So lots of different functionality that you can play with. We will have documentation for each one of these to help you understand how to use them better, but everything here is intuitive. So when you activate it, it will turn it on over here on the left side, and you'll be able to use it wherever you would like to on your site. User management is right here. If you are allowing people to access different parts of your site, you can manage your users there. Or if you have a team that you want to give access to create content on your site or manage content on your site, you can create more users right here and manage your users. Then there's a lot of other kind of technical pieces, or pieces that we have built in to manage your Instagram feed right here on your site. There's site optimization as far as caching goes, and making sure that your site is as fast as it can possibly be. You can check those tools out right here. You can also change your logo and different things in this Divi section. So if we go to the Divi theme options that you have here, you can upload a new logo. That logo right now on the site is this boutique placeholder. You can upload, let me show you that one more time. If you upload a logo right here, any image you wanted from your media library or upload one from your computer, you can update your logo right there, your fave icon. And then there's all kinds of different functionality. When you look down at your website and you see these social media links, you can manage those all right here. So do you want to show the Facebook, Twitter, Google+, RSS feed icons? If you want to show those, you can keep those on. Maybe you just want the Facebook one, and so then you're going to give the Facebook URL that you want there. So facebook.com/ whatever your URL is right there. When you save that change and you go and refresh the site, you'll see that we turned off everything else except for the Facebook, and now it's linking to go directly to Facebook. So there are some options there. The theme customizer is available here or also up in appearance and customize. And when you click on that, it's going to allow you to make some global changes in appearance. And so there are some general settings that you can change as far as header fonts, full body fonts, all that kind of thing. So you can go to those general settings, make those changes right here. You can also change the way your primary navigation looks. So right now we've got this orange kind of background color in the primary menu. Instead of that, maybe you want it to be green. It will change that here once you change all of those. Once you change that, publish it, then our colors will be updated on the site when you refresh. So there it is, green, drop down, there's the green. So you can make all of those changes inside of this theme customizer. There's a lot of different pieces that you can play with inside of there to make global changes, global design changes right inside of your site. The final thing, let me show you a couple of ways to get support. You can always get support at buzzhivestaging.com, which is where you found this video initially. You can reach out to us there. However, the best way to get in touch with us is through the support system right inside of your dashboard. So if you go and add a new ticket, you can create a subject, choose what category this is. You can tell us if this is critical, if this is something you need to know right away because something is broken on your site. Then you start telling us all about what your need is, just like an email. You can add media, you can add screenshots, or if you tried to upload a file, you can send that to us as well, say there was some kind of problem, and submit that ticket. And that will get right into the queue so that we can help you. And our response time is super fast. Most problems are solved within 12 to 24 hours. But we are right here to help you right from your dashboard. You can get help. What happens here is once you create that ticket, then you'll have a full archive of previously answered questions, so you can go back and see that question if you have it again. But you can also see if it's pending, if we've responded, if there's more information. Of course, you're going to get email responses as well, but you'll be able to manage everything right here from this support ticket. Also, on the BuzzHive Staging site, there will be more videos and more documents there on how to use each part of your website. Don't forget that under Appearance, you have the Divi training tools as well. So we're excited that you have a new site, and we're also excited to just be a part of your story that you're building online. So please reach out to us with any questions, but we're excited to see what you're going to build next.